everybody, welcome to this most incredible re-edit of an old RockNTalk.com interview with Bobby Liebling. I'm now putting it up as a ROCKn TALKn interview with me, Kelly V, the Pop Pixie. It was an honor to meet Bobby Liebling after watching the documentary. I was so moved at what one human can do with the power of being influenced by one record. The story is incredible, this interview is incredible, and ever since then, Bobby and I have become true friends, and I call him sometimes in my darkest hour. I value this friendship very, very much, as I do all of my friends across my network. So glad to have you in the ROCKn TALKn family, Bobby, as all my Pure Steel brothers. Thank you so much, Bob Mitchell, for introducing us. Sit back, grab a joint, coffee, beer, whatever it is you need to enjoy a great interview from Kelly V, Pop Pixie, with love. Hello, everybody. You're listening to Kelly V on the Kelly V Show at RockNTalk.com. Today's interview is with the incredible Bobby Liebling. If you haven't heard of Pentagram, I thoroughly suggest that you check this band out. It's an amazing story. It's an amazing story of struggle and recovery and love and loss and mega rock and roll, baby. So I can't wait to get this interview started, and I can't wait to do it, and what a treat it will be for you guys. So stay tuned, and we're going to let this intro play out by the incredible Mark Belleros, and thank you so much for that, brother. Always. Thank you. Thanks for listening, everybody. Kelly V. Thanks so much, Mark, and you're listening to the Kelly V Show at RockNTalk.com, and we're going to start it off with a Pentagram song, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. Kelly V.
Give it all my heart.
And you're listening to Kelly V on the Kelly V Show at RockNTalk.com. And of course I play Pentagram's Forever My Queen first. I think you're going to enjoy this interview as much as I did doing it. Stay tuned. Thanks for the support. Thanks so much, Kelly V.
You could take a cab from here to Buffalo if you want. And I said, what? Yeah, like they were crazy. And then they kept me at immigration for 4.5 hours.
Oh.
And they were running off my record like a ticker tape. And then they made me pay a couple of $100 to get in to stay in a motel that they put people from the flight overnight.
Oh, you shouldn't have had to pay for that. That's absurd. Canada, I don't know. I'm just gonna bitch to Canada about that. That's just rude. That's just so rude.
And I had 102 fever and the flu.
Oh.
Oh God, it was ridiculous. It was a bad night.
Traveling to the shows is definitely the hardest part of the whole thing, is it not?
It can be grueling. Yeah.
It can be grueling, I'm sure. Yeah. So, I sure everybody is familiar with your story. Your incredible story actually is something that I'm not sure you wanted to go into great detail about, but is there anything you wanted to touch on about it that the listeners should know about you?
Just basically, it's been kind of a rocky road, and also a lot of misconceptions along the way of different, occurrences and happenings. I mean, I fought with a lot of drug problems for many, many years, and thank goodness I don't anymore. But
thank goodness, brother. Good for you. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it was a long time coming, and it caused problems along the way, but not in a sense I think that people like to attribute them. It's always like, well, Pentagram had this chance and that chance, but Bobby blew it because of drugs, and that's definitely not true and a complete misnomer.
What I walked away with from the feeling was, brother, is that an opportunity lost, hardship and loneliness, and that's what I would have said drove it more than beforehand.
Well,
am I correct?
I mean, people seem to think that like Pentagram, I'm talking like 35, 40 years ago even, that they like to attribute everything because it was handy back then to say, taboo drugs,
oh, for sure.
And now stuff like that's so in the open that it's just not a big deal anymore.
I do think you're a hero to the industry because it's so often prevalent, and we've lost so many of our amazing, and I call our musicians teachers to the world. I think it's a gift, and I think it's a special thing that you have, and it's meant to be shared, and we've lost so many to this journey, and
yeah, we certainly have. I mean, some of them I've known, and many of them known of course, but it's, I mean, the entertainment industry in all facets has always gone hand in hand.
It's true.
Drugs and rock and roll, it is a true, item of one.
And we're going to take a break right there. You're listening to The Kelly V Show on RockmetalTalk.com. And we're going to play Pentagram with All Your Sins. Thanks so much for listening. Kelly V. And that was Pentagram with All Your Sins, and you're listening to Kelly V on the Kelly V Show at rockmetaltalk.com. I just love that song. I think you'll agree. It was pretty kick-ass, and we're going to get right back to our interview with Bobby. Just thanks again, Bobby, for doing this. You're a champ. Awesome. Kelly V.
There is a lot of all of it.
It's so true. It's so true. But it's just nice to see people pull through to the other side to do amazing things. I mean, let's talk a little bit about what your projects are now, what you're working on.
Yeah, obviously, Pentagram things are on hold, as is everyone's thing, basically, right now with the coronavirus.
Of course, yeah.
A big setback. I mean, like I just said about entertainment, in all facets, it's just being curtailed all over, and who knows when it'll come back. I mean, because the kind of things that we do are big gatherings of people, And,
yeah.
I mean, the whole world is scared to death, and I suppose rightfully so.
Yes,
And,
yes.
I mean, we all got to watch it. I mean, I'm no kid, I don't go out of the house right now at all.
I hear you. I'm not doing it either. And with the young one to protect us. And with a young one to protect, that's another whole level, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not with me, but I don't want anything happening to me because I don't want to leave him,
Exactly.
Side, so to speak. That's
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
my son's not in my custody right now, but he's very well taken care of. I love him dearly, and we get along great when we do see each other.
It shows, brother.
Excuse me.
Just a miracle story. Me and my I've watched the documentary before, and I watched the documentary again, and my stepmom watched it twice, and could barely make it to the end. And then it was just such a beautiful ending. So so proud of you. So proud to know you. So proud to do this interview. But yeah,
I appreciate it a lot. Doing the movie was just kind of the movie was done over a 6-year period, actually.
Wow. And that young man that just recognized you as a fan, I was moved to do that. That's such a beautiful story. And I think artists don't realize sometimes how important they are to their fans.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Pellet was a fan, but he also he was a manager for a long time, and he also was an A&R man at a record company.
Right.
And he worked for several record companies, and he had inroads, and thank God. And he got my biggest exposure in my career finally, to people worldwide for me, and my hat goes off to him completely. I think that's one of the biggest setbacks that Pentagram had many years ago. People think it was, drugs and parties and stuff. It was basically, we never had any kind of management agency, booking agency, per se, that handled us.
Right.
And when you don't have that, and back in, I'm talking like the early 70s, there was nowhere for us to turn.
Yeah, and I think I manage a couple bands, and it's a very hard job. I promote, but you're basically, they're your children, and you got to take care of them as such, and sometimes you guys aren't easy, and
right, yeah.
Could you imagine the guy who has tried to manage you through that process? I don't think you would have liked him very much at the time, right?
Right.
It's not an easy job, but that was something I feel so strongly about, is the lack of support towards artists right now in their label support. Just you have to do your own merch. You have to do your own website. You have to be 92 people and then create your art on top of it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is really ridiculous. I mean, back in the old days, companies, would put up money and assign people to do that, like as a, professional job.
And I still
Now,
think the market is there for them to do it, and the money is there for them to do it. It's just a little bit differently, and they just don't know how. And with the way of the internet, everybody can do it for themselves, so they just basically say, do it for yourselves. And, I mean, it wastes the energy of the artist.
it does. You know, like I was about to say, in the old day, you could just concentrate on your music, and now you have to be so multifaceted. I mean, I don't know a lot of stuff about modern technology and how to do all the this and that's online and so forth and so on.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Kelly V on the RockNMetalTalk.com. And we're going to play Pentagram the Ghoul. Thanks so much, Bobby, for these wise words. Kelly V. And that was Pentagram the Ghoul. We're just talking about industry and support, and I just want to say we've lost so many great people over the years, so many artists, and we've learned this lesson time and time again. And I just want to say that we need to start treating each other in the industry with a lot more love and a lot less competition. And I truly believe that we could get a lot more achieved. Kelly V, the Pop Pixie. We're going to continue our interview now with the great Bobby Liebling of Pentagram. And thank you so much for doing this interview with me. It was a lot of fun. Thanks so much to Jay Stone. Thanks so much to all of you for listening. Kelly V. Yeah.
I'm sure there's people like myself, who are not real adept at it, and to not have anyone handling it for you, it becomes a real pain in the ass. I mean,
it does.
It's like, oh my God, where do I turn?
And I reached out to you through Bob Mitchell. I think he is a wonderful person, I'm sure, to work with, and has been exceptionally kind to me. So I hope, I know he thinks very highly of you. He's very proud of you, and is posting on this interview right now.
Nice guy. I mean, I
nice
didn't
guy.
meet him in person, but thank you, Dr. Bob Mitchell, for helping out and hooking us up here.
Exactly.
And he's singing for the band that one of my early drummers, dear friend Joe Hasselbander, has done, called the Hounds of Hasselbander. They've got some great stuff.
They really do. I'm falling in love with it more and more. I just try and post. If you follow my posts, it happens like this. I'll be talking to somebody, post one of their songs, and then I'm just, excuse me, look like a posting maniac, right? But I love his stuff. I love his voice. I love your stuff. I love your voice.
Thank you. He's got a great voice. He does.
He really does.
Singer.
Yeah,
fantastic singer.
Really, really well. And he has just taken on supporting me with a full heart. And that's what I found so much in the metal community, is just loving, open, accepting hearts.
Right.
I mean,
there's a lot of good people in this community of music.
Yeah. Is there anybody, brother, that you wished you would have worked with? That was okay. I ask everybody this: your ultimate meet. I'm sure you met lots of famous people, but that one person that would make you drop to your knees and go, "Oh, we're not worthy.
Absolutely, yes, there is. And
okay.
I've never met him, and he's the only person on my bucket list before I leave this world. I definitely want to meet, and that's Wayne Kramer.
Wow. Okay.
Wayne Kramer, formerly of MC5, and a million other projects, and solo. Wayne is my absolute, hands down, idol. As everything he's done, his jail guitar doors project, his activism, and his music is phenomenal. I've never heard a lyricist in my life like the lyrics on Wayne's solo albums that came out in the 90s, Citizen Wayne, Dangerous Madness, the hard stuff.
Right.
And, I mean, he is one rounded, remarkable musician and human being.
Oh.
I would love to have done something with Wayne. I mean, Wayne is top flight in my book.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
No question about it. He's a great guitar player.
Oh, we got out a little bit.
You know, and
Can you come back towards the mic? I lost you for a sec. There we go.
is it better now?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, he's a fantastic guitar player, a great lyricist. I love his voice, and he touches on stuff that's very different in like a punk metal fusion thing.
Love it.
Where he does a lot of spoken word songs and tells stories in a fashion that's so captivating. I've never heard anything like it in my life. So, hey, Wayne out there, love everything you've ever done. And, you know.
I'm inching towards my idols too, and it's just a wonderful experience, this journey of mine, and I know what that means. So I guess we'll go way back and ask you who your musical influences were growing up, and who inspired you to be a singer. And
well, when I was real young, I started singing on stage when I was 11 years old.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was playing in my band, The Shades of Darkness. We were like playing 3 nights a week and eventually 4 nights a week even, when I was just a little kid. Yeah, and I guess my big influences when I first started were a lot of the really, what they would call, nowadays they call garage rock. From that period in the mid-'60s, of course, there was the Beatles and the Stones and the Dave Clark Five, great big influences to me, and that's my generation of music, basically. And then came along this guy named Sean Bonnewell and the Bonnewell Music Machine, and I heard my first, real feeling of that grungy garage downer bummed out music trip.
Yeah.
And he did that all the way through his whole career. And
excuse me,
they were a great big influence on my writing and my manner of singing. I always liked them. I like the early Van Morrison vocals. I like these singers who kind of vomited the words at you.
I love that term, vomited the words at you. That's wonderful. That's so punk rock. That's so punk rock. Yes.
Yeah, they were disgruntled employees, to say the least.
Yeah. I mean, the 70s stuff, the early stuff, it just had a sound that was so hot. I won't lie. It was just so good. It all is so good. So you wanted to touch on. Sorry.
To that era, okay, in the mid-'60s. But then when Hendrix came along, Hendrix and Blue Cheer, that really turned me on, the end of my chair, and changed a lot of things.
I think that it doesn't matter how old you are, the first time you hear Jimi Hendrix, you just weep and your soul is taken. That's it.
Yeah, that was really magic. He's the one subject that I feel was possibly an extraterrestrial or something. Had this strange aura about him that nobody had of any ilk I'd ever seen before,
And this is what I mean. What is it about the artist? Why him and not the guy beside him? In the delivery room. Why?
Right.
And I think it's a responsibility. It's a gift from the universe somewhere that you need to respect.
Well, I hope people, respect the music, the heavy music and stuff like that.
They do.
I mean, you kind of got a desire to flaunt things when you're in the business, I mean, everybody, without sounding egotistical, it becomes, hey, it's all about me, and
for that moment,
show off or whatever it might be, so to speak, and I don't like that. And
it's a matter of doing that with showmanship, respect, and then to let the ego go the minute you walk off the stage and say, I'm a humble human being. Always.
There you go.
Right? Yes,
it very much is. It became a lot of my conscious performing aura of myself. I know that when I get up there, I'm doing my job, and they expect a certain, a certain thing to occur, and it's a magic experience between myself and the performance and the audience and the whole thing. But when you come off stage, hey, I put my pants on one leg at a time.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe how many people forget that, and they get wrapped up in,
right, in the stardom and stuff.
And it makes it hard to deal with. But, I try and work as closely as I can with as many good people as I can. I'm very protective and very careful of those people. And when they help me out in return, I try and do what I can back. And, it's starting to come around. So I'm happy. I'm happy to have met you. I'm humbled to have met you. I want to hear about your new project that you're working on, if you won't mind.
Yeah, right now, the most recent thing that I took part in was an album. It's not mixed and needs a few guitar overdubs that are still yet to be laid down because of the thing that came about with the whole world of virus and stuff.
Yes.
But the band is called The Limit, and it's myself and the punk legend Sonny Vincent.
Wow.
And Jimmy Recca from the Stooges and Ron Ashton's New Order.
Oh, wow.
On bass. And two people from Portugal, where we recorded the album, from two bands. One, Clockwork Boys, which is a punk group, and Dawn Rider, a kind of a heavy hard rock thing, like what I'm used to doing. And the band itself consists of five of us, two guitars, bass, drums, and myself, and we just finished an album, a whole album. We recorded in February.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a side project. I never really gotten to do a, so to speak, major thingy side project where I could really express myself on my own terms, and it was fantastic because I've always wanted to do like a punk and metal kind of put together thing.
Oh, awesome!
With an attitude,
Awesome, yeah. Oh, it sounds amazing. When you guys are all together and it's all done, I would love to hear it and speak to you all about it again. Thank you so much for doing this interview, Bobby Liebling. This has just been enlightening. We're going to play Pentagram, Lazy Lady. Thank you so much for listening to Kelly V on the Kelly V Show at rockmetaltalk.com. Thanks so much, all. Kelly V.
Get home. that I'm living on. Now she says she wants me to leave. She's such a lovely lady.
And that was just awesome. You're listening to Kelly V on the Kelly V Show at rockmetaltalk.com. And we're going to finish up the rest of the interview and then play one more song. I just want to say thanks again for listening. Thanks again to everybody. Kelly V.
Yeah, we're doing stuff right now.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Also, we're trying to look into submissions for artwork for a cover.
Wow, I am a graphic designer. I was a tattoo artist that can no longer tattoo. Would you let me send you some artwork if you give me a theme?
Oh my God, yes. I'll when we're off of here, I'll hook you up with where to send it and so forth and so on, and you can send it on here even, and so forth like that.
Wonderful. It's something I've been trying to break into, and I did one.
Yeah, we're definitely taking submissions. The thing is not yet, in any production or any formal stage, and these are all, things that we're just like taking little by little right now, but
for sure. Anything that you need, I would love to do. Thank you so much. Wow, what an honor. I don't even know what to say. You've just floored me. My favorite painter is Boris Vallejo. He did a lot of fantasy book covers from the 70s, and he did a lot of album covers and stuff like that. And I've written to him many times, and I've been asked to do stuff for heavy metal when I was really young, and I just got too nervous and didn't submit it because I got scared. I was going to do a couple Magic the Gathering cards. There you go, everybody. That's how geeky I was. But I chickened out, so I'm learning now to just not chicken out, to ask people for help, and to just, be humble and do things. Just go for it, right?
Yeah, you might as well go for it. We all go around once, and that's it. And
how do you get over stage fright? Or do you even have it?
I don't have stage fright per se. I always get, still to this day, when I first step up on every stage, whether it's 200 people in a club or 100,000 at a concert, it doesn't matter. I still get the butterflies. But they go away probably 30 seconds into the first song.
Oh, really?
People are digging on it. Yeah, I don't really have a stage fright as such. I'm not used to going on. Like last year, all the gigs we did, it was the first time I was like completely, totally sober in my whole career.
Oh, wow. How was that experience in comparison?
That was frightening at first.
Was
it?
First
it was like, wow, I don't know, man. This is, because I'm basically by nature, in my older years, being older, I'm kind of much more reserved than I used to be, and I'm inhibited about being the wild sort that I was.
Of course, yes, it does help you be less inhibited, for sure, but it definitely doesn't help you be a better quality. You can't do things as well drunk or high as you do totally straight. That's true.
Well, you can't do them and have total control of them, even when you think you do.
Right, right. Yeah, let's put it that way. Okay, yeah, let's put it that way.
Because I don't know which one's better or worse, and I'm not judgmental like that. I mean, you know.
No, true, fair enough. I just, it's such a hard thing.
It was hard for me at first. It very much was. I felt like very, like, oh my God, you're like shy.
Yeah.
I'm basically off stage. I'm a shy person. People don't think that when they see the other me, but you know, I'm talkative, but I'm still shy in a weird kind of way.
You seem very, you know, like me, extroverted and introverted at the same time. You seem very quiet and humble, and you know that's evident in just listening to you speak. But when you're on stage, it's something else, you know, it's something else. And
it's pretty wild up there. I mean, well, you gotta let loose. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta let go. I mean, like you said, man.
Oh, so, when all the Corona stuff is over, you're planning on going, to shows or touring, or you got some plans for that?
I plan for Pentagram to go back on the road, you know.
Or Pentagram?
Pentagram.
I know that part of the video.
Pentagram, like the movie.
Oh my God! I was like,
oh, we had them change that, you know, in the movie. If you notice, the second time they show the billboard, it's
spelled right. But I'm
what
like,
the hell is this? Yeah.
what an insult! You know what I mean? Like, oh my God! Oh my God! I just was like crying almost.
That's why I looked at it and I said, figures. You know,
figures. Yeah. Well, yes, it's Pentagram. I was only kidding there, people. It's Pentagram.
Yeah,
so
I travel with a black cat bone in a case. You know?
Oh my Lord.
Story of my life.
My life too, brother. So you got some shows planned, and things are going good, and
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
We still have. Unfortunately, this was going to be the 50-year anniversary, and it got really kind of messed with quite a bit. We had shows. We had to cancel South American tour, which is rescheduled. It's now rescheduled for the end of August. I hope it'll come off like the first week of September or last week of August. And we had to cancel Japan for the first time ever. And South America was the first time ever, too, for Pentagram. We've never been to those places. And
have you ever been to Japan?
No, never.
It's on one of my bucket lists. I just kind of want to go to one of those hotels and be put in a drawer to say I did it, you know, and to ride the subway. I love the subway, you know, just try to be as shocking as possible on the subway, right?
Well, I like the whole Asian culture. I'm fascinated with it. I always have been. And the fans there, we have a lot of fans in Japan.
They just love our metal over there, don't they?
Yeah, they really do love American heavy hard rock.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And
so they rescheduled those gigs for December now.
Nice.
And hopefully we didn't get out to the West Coast last year. We have to do that again. And then we got October. We've got tentatively, like everything else, Scandinavia and Europe.
Oh wow, so wonderful.
We go there over and over again.
And so no Toronto marks on your.
No, there's nothing for Canada on the books.
I can't persuade you either, eh, brother?
What's that?
I can't persuade you either, eh, brother?
Oh, hey, I'll come there. They just let me in.
Drive across. I'll come pick you up myself, man. You know, there's some really legendary places here for punk and metal in Toronto. It's got an amazing scene. It's an amazing city, and when it opens back up again, yeah, I'd love to show it to you. So if you really are up for coming to Toronto,
I have a few friends, you know, close friends actually around the Toronto area, and you know, I'd love to play through Canada. We're contemplating trying to do a Canadian tour, but it was like, no, they're not going to go for it. This was as of, though, I'm talking, this is quite a while back now. This is like about 7-8 years ago that they wouldn't let me in there. So
Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do, brother.
Yeah, I was surprised that Japan was no problem. And, I mean, even Russia will let me in and stuff. I mean, but why not? You know?
Well, we'll have a further discussion on the exact specifics, and we'll see how we can get around it. But, I mean, you know, I just love to meet you, man. I do have some connections back in Texas if you're a tourist hitting Texas or Oklahoma.
We always, when we play, we've never played in Oklahoma, which I'd love to do.
Yeah, nobody ever goes there.
But in Texas, we always play in Dallas, Houston, and Austin every time we tour.
All right.
And we played there last year, you know.
If you're going this year and, you know, I can make it, I'll make it. If not, then we'll get you up to Toronto, man, for sure. You know,
sounds real good.
It does. And if it's a choice of Bob, then we'll nudge Bob a little bit. Boy, I love doing this stuff on air, you know? Thanks so much, Jay Stone, for letting me say what the fuck I want. I just love my job.
There you go.
I just love my job. Yeah. For sure. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, man?
I hope that Pentagram will, we're right now in the process of obtaining a new drummer. Our drummer, you know, left after about 5 years to be with his family, and we're, you know, in that process slowly now when things do return. And I hope that we'll get to play a whole bunch of places that we've never played. I really want to do that badly. I know we have a lot of fans in South America, a whole lot, and
that would be so nice. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And Australia and New Zealand, I want to get to there real bad too. So I just hope everybody listening out there will stay on the bandwagon, and hopefully we'll have a new album, a live album we're planning to record on different locations on the next time we make the circuit scene, you know, and get heading around. So
of course. Well, I mean, you deserve all the best of luck in everything that's coming to you, for sure. And I don't doubt that good things are coming to you, man. I really don't. You're humble. You're sweet. Yeah. I appreciate it all, man. I do.
Thanks for having me on this the show, man.
No problem. You take care during this epidemic, and we'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Okay, take care of yourself.
All right.
See you later. Thank you. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
As I awake in the darkness and I look around, there is no sound. It's so tranquil and so calm like you. But now I hear a noise. Is there any way out of this nightmare? I'm alone now, and you're laughing at me, but I take life in a way that you could never see. So if you're leaving, you better let me know, 'cause I've already started my plan, and I'm never gonna let you go, no. Lord, I've lived on the dark side of the moon, and I've been to the heart of the sun. I've gone to bed with many ladies, killed many men, for my 16th year was done. So you be forewarned, 'cause I'm coming after you. When I catch you, Lord, I'm gonna never let you go. Some say I'm an advocate of Lucifer. Some say I'm a child of God. Yes, they do. Some people think I got the 9 lives of a cat. Others say I'm filthy as a dog, a wretched dog. So you be forewarned, I'll come rounding after you. When I catch you, Lord, I'm gonna never let you go.
great interview. What a fun time. What a good friend now. And I'm just looking forward to your new project. I wish you all the best and success in everything you do. You totally deserve it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the interview and enjoyed it. Thanks so much, everybody, for listening and tuning in and supporting Kelly V on the Kelly V Show at rockmetaltalk.com. Thanks so much to Jay Stone, too. One more thanks, brother.